The Salt Lake County District Attorney releasing his recommendations for police reform.
News specialist Lad Egan sat down with Gill for an interview this afternoon. So, Lad, what are his suggestions?
Well, Deanie, he's actually got 22 of them, and they're outlined in this open letter that he sent to legislators and to mayor's offices around the county.
Right now, one thing we can be certain of, that there is a disconnect between our community of citizens and what our law is providing.
He says the time has come to re-examine Utah's laws when it comes to the use of deadly force, and he says he's not trying to present the only answer, but give lawmakers a starting point, and he says he is well positioned to make these recommendations because of how many officer-involved critical incidents his office has investigated.
Salt Lake County District Attorney's Office, unfortunately, has had to review almost 100 cases in the last 10 years. And so we sort of see where our limitations are. And we understand that there's something more that our community wants.
Gill is calling for a reset on the balance of justice. His letter says our laws are more generous to police than to regular citizens when it comes to justifying deadly force. And that is his first idea, is to change state statute and apply the same legal standards for self-defense to everyone. His list of ideas goes on to include requiring law enforcement to use the least lethal force that's reasonably available and effective, also require officers to de-escalate and use those non-escalation tactics first. He also wants Utah to define imminent danger and when deadly force is necessary. Also, he says we should hold officers accountable when they are criminally negligent and they create a situation that requires deadly force. Of these 22 ideas, most of them are for changes to state laws, but about 4 of them are for possible changes to policies and for training of those officers. So we're going to have to see here. We know that lawmakers are already drafting legislation when it comes to police reform. So we'll have to see how many of these ideas make it into those legislation for next year's general session up on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Lad Egan live for us this evening. Lad, thank you.